Hey, friend.
Hello. Happy
You're li-
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. I like this little glare on my computer. That's not going to work. I'm going to try to put a post-it note. See if I can knock it down. We're here.
I know, it's like go
Woo.
week.
It's been a very busy week for Abby and myself. We are busy running VBS at our local church here in Atascocita, and we're a week out from our sale, which is super fun and lots of things happening behind the scenes. And we can see that everyone is tagging, so I'm super excited about that as well. Let me get over to my other screen.
Yeah, today we're talking about our prepping for drop off. And so I just put in the comments if you have any questions or you can drop them there and we'll try to get to them.
Okay, it looks like we're going live in all the places. Can you see us in the Facebook group?
That's where I'm headed right now.
Okay, I've got us on our page.
I see it on the page. And then, yes, I see it here in our Facebook group.
All right, well, let's get started. See if I can split my screens here so I can see both, right? So today is all about wrapping things up and packing and getting ready for drop off. I'm ready. I've already started moving things out of the closets and they are ready, like getting staged to be loaded.
It's funny how much you forget, like how like that you've like stashed stuff that you've tagged and you're like, oh, I'll put it here and here, because I've done the same thing. Like there's boxes in our garage. I'm like, oh, there's that. And you forget that
I,
you've tagged it
I
and stashed
found,
it.
yeah, well, I found a bag of shoes that I have not tagged yet. And I was like, oh, it's not very many. It's like 5 pair. And I was like, okay, I got to put that over here and throw 5 tags on that. I'm sure I'll find some more things. So I'm going to wait till I find like a couple of things and just do that real quick.
I've got a rack of clothes sitting here that I already have the tags made and they're cut. I just need to attach them and then bag them up and get them ready.
So we actually tried something new. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's posted in the top of our Facebook group. It's a Google sheet that you can download and make a copy of, and then just keep it open, right? And you can enter your tags. And so I have one running right now that's just open on my computer. So I'm going to do that. But my daughter, Reese, she is 19. She's been putting things on it too. So it stays open all the time so that we don't have to log in because, she has to have me come log in and do all of that. And then that way I can just upload it and print those tags and she can tag it all for me, like throw the tags on it. So
Which is super nice, especially like if your internet is down, then you can just keep working on it.
Yes, I was just actually on a meeting and I was watching the lightning like storm right out my window here. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to like unplug my computers, but I can't because I'm like on a Zoom call. So that was kind of funny. All right, well, let's get to it. It's noon, nap time, hopefully, for some of your little ones. Let's see. You want to share about our social share from last week?
You guys are doing a great job sharing post 4. It's out now, and we're asking you guys to share it through Thursday. And there's already been quite a few shares. And you can share as many times as you want. You just go to our main Facebook page and grab that. I think it's Calling All Mamas post and share it. And then come back to the consignor group and drop a screenshot that shows where you shared it. And someone asked another time, can you do it more than once? You can do it as many times as you want, and you will get entered that many times. And so we had a winner last week. Amy Quincy was our winner for our share week 3. And then we will have one more winner, and then we still have our sneak peek that will happen next Tuesday.
Yeah, I think that the 2 prizes that are left, I think I'm right. I think there's $50 up for grabs, and there's also shopping passes to the earliest early access Shop and Rise. It used to be our Friends Night Out, but now it's first thing in the morning, and it's a kid-free event. And so we have 2 shopping tickets for that, also up for grabs for this week.
And then you guys, like Amanda said, have been busy, like tagging, and we're
Yes.
seeing it, which is amazing. And so our other little contest we have is the Cash Into Countdown, and all you have to do is tag and grab your drop-off appointment. There's no, you don't have to apply or anything. You're just automatically entered. And so we just ask that since the last sale, you've tagged 108 items, and it's cumulative, so you don't have to like, oh, I've got to do 108 more on top of what you've already done. It's 108 from when you started. And then make sure you have a drop-off appointment. That's super important. Michelle won our 10% added to her consignor check for the sale. And then we still have another 5% up for grabs for this week. And you have until Friday to make that happen. So if you haven't grabbed your drop-off appointment, make sure you do it by Friday, because then we'll be pulling a winner.
And that one's really fun because we have so many names on the wheel of names that it's like really small, right? Like I have to wait until the name pops up for it to tell us like who the winner is, because you can't see it. So that's a lot of fun to have so many people participating. Okay. And then Thursday, we have our share contest that we do every season. And you guys are able to enter and win and tag your friends so that they can then enter to win. We're going to give away $50 shopping and some free shopping tickets for them to come to one of the early access shopping times. We all you have to do is go to the Instagram post, you follow us on Instagram, and then you tag one of your friends. That's all there is to it. We have bonus entry if you go and follow us on TikTok. And then that runs all weekend long. And that just gives us more exposure on Instagram for your friends to come shopping with us. And then we'll pick a winner on Sunday so that they can come shop on Wednesday morning, first thing.
Super fun. And then, of course, it's like here, Monday, Tuesday is drop off, guys.
Can you believe it?
You have a full weekend to tag. Hopefully some of you are tagging this week while it's rainy and you're indoors. I know a lot can get done in a day. I've had pretty much just like a Saturday here or there, and it's amazing how many items you can actually tag and get ready. So we'll start, as you tag, just start putting your things together, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But Monday and Tuesday is drop off. So we opened up a few more express appointments because we actually had sold out. So if you really are wanting an express, you need to jump on it now while they're open, because there's only about 5 that we're able to open up, and then that's it, because we will be maxed out. Had more express drop-offs than ever before, but there are lots of do-it-yourself drop-off appointments. I think almost every time slot has a time, except maybe the very first one. So there's lots of slots to choose from. Give you some variety there between Monday afternoon to evening and Tuesday morning to about 1. We'll close it down, and that way we can start getting everything nice and organized and ready to open the doors.
Yes, very exciting. Okay, well, let's see here. We're going to talk about how to pack our items. I'm going to go ahead and switch us over. I have uploaded the drop-off seller guide. And of course, I'm not on the right page.
Just a reminder while Amanda's getting there, guys. I know we've talked about it a lot, but you can never almost say it enough. We are at a new location. We're at the Bull Salas Show Barn in New Caney. It's right behind Valley Ranch there. There's football fields, baseball fields back there. As you just kind of wind behind Valley Ranch, it is literally the show barn. It's less than a mile off 59. So if you go that route, it's just, there's a McCluskey Road exit that you can take right there. You just kind of have to watch for it because it's just a little green road sign to look for, but you can take that and it's literally less than a mile down the road. Or you can kind of wind through that shopping center where the Target is. There's a Chick-fil-A. There's a lot of restaurants, and it's back behind there. So that's where we are. We're excited. There's lots of parking. We will be mostly in an indoor air-conditioned building. We'll have some of our larger items outside until we're able to move it all inside, but lots of space. So we're excited about that this year.
Yes. So if you've never sold with us before, we're just going to kind of walk through what to expect when you show up. And we've worked really hard to try to not only have this guide for you guys, but when you arrive, at the show barn on Monday or Tuesday to have big signs so you know where to show up. So when you do come in, we're going to have parking, and we'll have either the check-in sign if you're doing DIY, or if you are doing express drop-off, there is a huge express drop-off banner, and you'll drive down to that entry. So there's 2 entry locations. When you park, you are going to come into the building, and you are going to bring your QR code with you. That is your drop-off appointment. Abby or myself are going to scan that. We're going to get you checked in and do that real quick little thing. And then we're going to give you a lanyard. The lanyard has the map on how to go to the different drop zones, like where they are in the building. Then you will go back to your car and you will start loading up your items. Pro tip, if you have your own wagon or something to like carry your items in, I would highly advise that you bring those. We do have some available, but they are on first come, first serve basis. So to get in and out, if you already have something like that, that's a great thing to bring. We also have rolling racks so that you can hang your clothes. But if you're like me, I have my clothes already in big blue bags, and there's no reason to unpack them. So I could just put them in a wagon. So we're going to show you the blue wagons. But after you check in, then you will come in, you will drop your clothes off on the racks by categories, and then you will go to each of your drop-off zones. At the large item drop zone, if you need to put a yellow tag on your item, we have the girls there that will have everything you need to help you create that tag. You just bring your tag. They had the big yellow tags, the tape, the zip ties, all of that. And then when you're done, we're going to have you check out with us, give us the lanyard back. We'll have a sweet treat for your way out. And if you are part of our social ambassador program, you will get your tickets then to come back and shop early the next on Wednesday, depending on what day you're coming. So I was going to say the next day, but if you're coming Monday, it'll be on Wednesday.
And something I'm very excited about, guys, is we have a very robust team, lots of friendly faces that are there and ready to help you. You'll see us in Just Between Friends shirts, and they're just, I can't brag about our team enough. Like we have just really grown as family. And so they are so supportive and wanting to help make it the best drop-off experience possible. And so don't be afraid to ask questions, ask for help, whatever you need. They're there. That's why they're there.
Absolutely. So here's that map. Abby, can you see the map? Like
I can see. I just realized the time is we need to change that for our drop-off appointments, but that's okay.
Where do you see that? I can't see it. It's super.
Oh, it says where to park. Let me make sure. It says September 1st, and appointments are available September 1st and 2nd.
Okay. Yes.
But obviously it's June 22nd and 23rd. It does have the right address, so that's good.
But this is just gonna show that you're actually, when you pull into Bull Solace Park, there's like this big gate that you go under in front of the playground, and then you'll turn left and you'll come in these yellow lines. And then we're all going to park on that first side of the building. So you'll see people parking there. And that's where I'm going to have those banners that I've mentioned that are going to have the entrance signs for if you're DIY or if you're express drop off. We're also going to have there in the very middle, it may be too small to see, but if you open up your drop-off guide, we have a place where you can just pull up and get those large items out and drop those so that you're not having to carry them for a long distance. And so it'll be kind of like a loading zone just for your large items there in the middle. And we'll have a big sign out there so that you can see what that looks like.
And if you dropped off with us before, you'll be happy to know we have several large garage doors, so we're not fighting through the same tiny doors available, so that we can go in and out. And so that's a really nice bonus.
All right, Abby, I'm gonna let you talk through this, and I'm gonna change that date so we have the right date.
Oh, it's just the funny things you catch, right?
Yeah.
So I will tell you, how fast you want to get in and out will mostly depend on you. We try to make it as easy as possible by having drop zones. And what I mean by a drop zone, I'll give you an example, is we have a toy drop zone. And it'll be a table set up with baskets and signs, and you'll just put all of your infant toys in a basket, all of your girl toys in a basket, all your boy toys in a basket. And then we have a team that goes and organizes it for you. So with that being said, if you have all your toys together, you can just have all your toys, or you can go ahead and separate it if you would like. But I would say as long as you have your main categories, like your toys separate, your books separate, maybe your accessories separate, it will make it go so much faster and smoother, because you just go to a table and you drop it, and then you go to the next table and drop it, and our team sets it out. So that's a good way to be organized. If you have plastic totes, you can maybe put, if you need it, it's up to you. It depends on how detailed you want to get, but you can label it if you want. Obviously, if it's books, you're going to be able to tell that it's books.
Mm-hmm.
You can use, I've used cardboard boxes and written on it. I've put, books and games tagged. So I know like that box is going to go to that drop zone. And then we have some friends that do this, and it's a very nice visual, as they gather all of their, say, 3T boys' clothes, and they put a trash bag over it and label it, and they know that that section is going to go to the 3T boys section. And if you want to make it even faster, you can go ahead and sort it by categories. You can put all of your boys' shirts, 3T boys' shirts together, all your 3T boys' pants together, all your 3T boys' pajamas, swimsuits, etc. And so we will have labels, so you'll know exactly where to put those particular items. I'm trying to see what else. There are some printable little labels you can print out there that we've made, where you can, it's like a hanger you can hang over your clothes, so you know that that section is like 3T boys. Like Amanda said, make sure you're bringing a wagon if you have it, or you can bring a little flatbed, not stroller, but what am I thinking? Like little push thing. That way, whatever you need to help you get your items in and out, because we'll have some, but it's just first come, first serve. And then another thing is, if you have the little, the smaller clothes, like say the 3 months and 6 months, if it says 3 to 6, then I would put it behind the 3 month. If it says 6 to 9, I would put it behind the 6 month, etc. And so you're just going to put it behind the smaller size of whatever it's listed.
Yes. Okay. So this was the map that Abby was talking about, that is the drop zones, that you're going to come in, and we have those labeled. So our drop zones are going to be books. Let me make this bigger so I can read it. It's like books, movies, puzzles, games, and like activities, like meaning like, I'm trying to think, what kind of things would that be? Like educational type things. So that's going to be the drop zone 1. She's going to have baskets there where you would just drop those in the basket depending on what they are. Our next drop zone is going to be shoes. You're going to drop those at the table. She's going to inspect those and then give you back the no thank you, so that you can take those home with you. Just a reminder, no thank yous would be like if there's heavy dirt on the bottom of the shoes that has not been cleaned off, or if they're really scuffed or really dirty, we are going to turn those away. So just knock off, all the gunk and give them a good little shine. Shoes sell really well, and it's worth the effort for those. The drop zone,
be able to return any shoes that are a no thank you while you're there. So make sure to swing back around by that table and see if you had any.
Yes. Next is clothing. And as we said, you're going to actually put those out behind your size and category. So those will go on the rack, and then we will inspect those clothes at the end of our drop off. And so any no thank yous in those piles, we will keep for you, and you will get those if you pick those up. And if you are donating your items, those items will be donated, but at least you will know, we will give you a list of what was a no thank you. Drop zone number 4 is going to be baby essentials, and baby essentials includes like all the baby things: feeding, potty, safety, kid room decor, any of your hanging baby essentials. So like your baby blankets, your anything wearable, like the carriers, your diaper bags, all the things baby that are the loose things, right, are going to go at that drop zone. Then drop zone 5 is going to be toys and sporting goods. And so those will be divided in baskets where you'll either have them by gender. So it's going to be boys, it's going to be girls. And then we also have toddler and infant. And we do have to separate the infant ones out and the toddler ones out for safety reasons so that our recall specialist can look over those. And then they get labeled specially. So those would be like another basket that you put those in. Drop zone 6 is our accessories, and those are going to be out in baskets, and you're just going to drop your stuff in the basket that matches the sign. So it's like socks, hair bows, purses, like all the little things. We have a little basket for each, and then our team puts that out for you. And then our drop zone 7 is going to be Mommy Mart, arts and crafts, and holiday items. And so you'll have a table there where you can drop those items. Then on the outdoors, we have our large items. We're going to do a rough sort out there. And like Abby said, move things inside once we kind of have like get our stuff dropped, if that makes sense. So you will there will be areas where you can just drop those things, but the ladies out there will help you get a yellow tag on all of those items that go out there. Those things are like your big items, like anything a baby like pushes or can ride in, high chairs, furniture, their bicycles, like all of those type of things are going out into the large item area. And then you can also see there on the map where the express drop zone is. And Abby, you want to talk a little bit about express drop?
So our express is you would just bring your items up to that area for drop off and unload them. We ask that you do try to have some sort of organization. Would be helpful to have, like I said, all your books together and all your toys together, but our team will then take them and put them out on the floor for you. So you're not walking around to the drop zones in the different areas to do that. And like I said, we only have 5 spots available for that. So those are highly sought after.
Yes. And as she said, we ask that when you bring your clothes, that those are already separated by size and category so that they can just put your items out.
And the express drop-off appointments are available at the same place that the do-it-yourself appointments are available. It's the same ticketing site that have directed you to.
This is just kind of, you can run through this on your own, but these are the signs that are going to be at each drop zone so that you know kind of how we are dividing the items out into. And like Abby said, I want to go back to this. The categories for clothing for girls is boutique, and then swim, sleep, tops, bottoms, outfits, dresses, and layers. Boys is the exact same, except we do not have a boutique section for boys. If you have boutique boy items, we will have a rounder there that you can drop those items on. Okay, if it'll click. You want to run through these individually, or you want to just high level?
Oh goodness. I will tell you, it is a bit tiny on my phone screen that I'm looking at.
Okay. So this is just,
sorry.
I have it bigger. No, this is just talking about our drop zones. And so this is definitely something that you can look through. Again, it breaks down what our categories are going to be for books, puzzles, games, and DVDs, electronics. It also talks about what a no thank you is. So for books and games, missing pieces, torn pages, if it's too worn, like if your dog bit the side of it off, we're not going to resell that. Next is our shoe section.
Yeah, let me go back to the books really quick because our book lady will have baskets for picture books, chapter books, all the different categories. So if you're already sorted by that, it makes it go really fast. Or if you just have a stack and you sit there and put one in each box, it doesn't take very long either. So it's just up to you how much time you have beforehand to sort them.
Sure. Next is our shoe drop zone. And we've got some pictures here of our no thank you list, the too worn, the dirty soles, stained items. But don't forget that we take cleats, we take dance shoes, roller skates, all of those type of things. We do take those. And it has the pro tips in here about the magic eraser, which is so great. We recommend zip tying them together. You can use twine or curling ribbon, but it is best to use the zip ties.
And I would just say, because shoes are a little bit heavier, whenever you attach your tag, you might want to put a little piece of tape over that hole They're just heavier items, and so as they try to separate from each other, they move around. That tape will help secure the tag. Just get a little extra protection to keep that tag with your shoes.
Sure. Okay.
And we do not need boxes. So if you have shoes in boxes, you can leave the boxes at home. They just sell better whenever they're out and our shoppers are able to view them.
Yes. Okay, this is our clothing. So this goes through the sizes, like Abby had mentioned. If you have size 6 month, you put all of those under 6 month. And then we have preemie, newborn. Under 3 month, it's going to be 0 all the way to 3 month. That's that whole section there. We have costumes. We have the sizes there, juniors and maternity. We do have a tag limit of 10 tags for maternity. And so we highly encourage you to bundle, like if you have the maternity t-shirts, like bundle 2 t-shirts together. Nursing bras are not considered in this tagging. That's going to go over in the nursing section for baby essentials. I'm sorry, like my brain is like, what is that called? And so, but again, sometimes nursing bras or your nursing tanks, you can bundle those as well, but those do not count in the 10. We're just talking about like the clothing, like your shirts, dresses, pants. What else? It says teen and junior clothing is a 20 tag limit. We will be pulling any items that's something that a teen would wear. So we do not accept women's clothing. We're looking for teen clothing that is junior styles and not outdated. So try to bring your best items for that category.
You can bundle there as well. That's okay to bundle if you have similar shirts or an outfit, like that's fine, and that still counts as one tag.
Yes. And then it goes over again the no thank you watch list. We're going to be inspecting for things that are tagged incorrectly, dirty or stained, if there are holes or tears or excessive wear. Remember, when you are tagging, you want to tag, if you're using a tagging gun, you want to use the actual tag in the back of the shirt if it comes with a shirt. And if not, you can, on the left side, you can raise that seam and do it at the seam, the inside seam. But you do not want to go straight through the clothing because that will leave a permanent hole.
And you will be able to put your items on the rack, and then later our team is going to come through and do all the inspections. And so anything that was a no thank you, that was not donated, you'll receive at pickup.
Yes. Okay, so this is just, again, a really high level picture of what the different categories are under potty, feeding, room decor, bath and safety, and nursing. And so you're going to put all of these at a drop zone. So you're not really going to have to worry about that, but she will have some baskets there so that you can drop them by feeding, potty, room decor, and then the bath and safety and nursing. At the bottom, we do have the baby essentials that are no thank yous. We do not take any type of consumable like baby Tylenol, any of those medications. We do not take formula. Any baby food, those are things we cannot resell. We do not resell used pacifiers or used nipples. And if you're bringing a breast pump, we cannot resell the used tubing or if it is a open breast system. And if that is a question for you, you can definitely email us. But I'm going to tell you, we're going to Google it because there's so many new things now that we can't keep up. And so that is also a resource that you can use to see if your system is open or closed system.
And feel free to reach out to our consignor group and ask questions in there about if it's okay or not. Like that's another great resource to use.
Yes, I agree. Okay, next is toys.
I can do toys if you would like. Give you a break. So for our stuffies, our little plush toys, we do ask that there is a 5 tag limit on anything that's not licensed. So any of your just generic plushies that maybe don't have a particular name brand attached to them, we are limited those to 5. And then, like we said earlier, organize your toys by infant, toddler, girl, and boy, because we'll have the drop-off items tables set up for those. And then be thinking about all the different types. Don't forget your car seat and stroller toys, your rattles, the little people, all the little things that are probably sitting in your playroom right now that are not being played with. There's also sporting goods, like cleats and outdoor equipment, sports equipment. Last time we had like a set of kids golf clubs. So lots of things. We've had punching bags. Just kind of,
Rollerblades,
yeah,
skateboards, all of those.
those all sell really well. Then we list there like the different girl and boy toys. We'll have those. You won't even have to organize it. We will organize it all by the different
Yes.
sections of toys, and then just be looking out for no thank yous, like anything that might have a missing piece, or if it's not clean, too worn, if it's broken. We have had, so if you have a set of something, like maybe you had those little plastic play balls that you see in like a ball pit. I know they sell them like 100 to a bag, and you've looked at them, you've counted them, and there's 99. It is still okay to sell. I would just put on the tag, ball pit, balls, missing one ball, because it's not going to affect how the toy is played with. But we do ask that you notate that on there.
Yes, definitely. There are, I know, several of those push toys, right? The toddler
Mhm.
push toys that you can still, the ones they walk behind, you can still
Mhm.
sell those even if they have like the balls. Sometimes they come with a ball or like well, it's kind of like a puzzle piece, right? Like the shape. Like if
Right.
it's missing one of those, just note that on the tag because, like you said, it still functions as the purpose of walking toy, right? It's just missing that one little item.
And then price accordingly. Like
Yes.
maybe you lower it a little bit because it's not 100% there.
Okay. Next is accessories. And so this is just where we had mentioned we're going to have baskets where you can drop the different items. With accessories, we're going to hang all those items up so that they are easily seen. And so we have little clips for all of these items, but if it is something that you could put on a hanger, you can go ahead and put that on a hanger. The same with the baby essentials. If you have a carrier or if you are selling a nursing cover or the shopping, what do you call it? The shopping cart
Shopping cart
covers,
cover.
you
Uh-huh.
can just fold those over a hanger and put one pin in there so that it won't fall off. And then we're going to hang those in the baby hanging essentials. That way they can just swipe through that and they'll be able to look at the item. They just sell better that way. We will have some extra hangers available for the odds and ends, like backpacks
Mhm.
and things like that, that we'll hang up for you. And what else? Is there anything else I should tell about that? I know.
Maybe just a few of the no thank yous. There's
Sure.
for your accessories, like we say, no used
Absolutely.
underwear, or adult accessories or dirty things. We can't repeat enough. No dirty, torn,
Right.
stained.
For
Um,
bedding, we only take a 10 tag limit and we only take size twin and below. Like, so it's twin, toddler bed, or crib. We do not take full queen, king size bedding. And so there is a 10 tag limit for that. Any of your baby sleep type things, you have to make sure that those are not recalled. We cannot take weighted sleep sacks for resale. Um, Honestly, I don't even know. Do they sell those still in the
I don't know.
store? I'm not sure, but I know that they have like those little. It's like a sandbag feeling that it was
Mm-hmm.
on there, weighted on their chest. We have to pull those for safety. And again, no open like toiletries. We can't resell soap or any of those type of consumable items. Uh,
I think we've had the
Feeding,
question about toothpaste before, like kids' toothpaste. I think as long as it has the seal still on it, and
no
no, not even
consumables.
that. No.
Nope, no consumables. Um, Feeding, we talked about, the different chewed sippy cups, like if that's all chewed up, like we're going to pull those items and things like that. Please, if you're bringing a diaper pail, please look inside of it and clean it. I hate to have to pull
Right.
pull those.
Give it a good cleaning, good
Yes,
Lysol
take
spray.
it outside and hose it down. Uh, just things like that. Okay.
Check. Oh, and check. I would say, like, because we were talking about diaper bags, make sure to check all your pockets. That there's nothing just accidentally left behind or in the zipper. Just do an extra good double check of those diaper bags.
Yes. Okay, so next is going to be a Mommy Mart, and it's going to be arts and crafts and holiday. This says sporting goods. There's another typo there.
Happens when we change things around,
Yes,
right?
yes. So,
So there is a 10 tag limit on Mommy Mart. Bring your best items, things that you think other parents would enjoy or be excited to see for themselves. We do say no glass or ceramic items. We will have that will be a drop zone as well. So you'll just bring your 10 tag Mommy Mart to that drop zone, and then we'll put it out for you. You think of things like kitchen items, wall hanging decor, as long as there's no glass. Room decor gift sets sell really well. Some of those tumblers sell really well. Things that you would be excited to see if you were shopping. Let's see. We no thank yous. Like I said, the glass or ceramics, medical devices are no thank yous. Purses, jewelry, and designer items are no thank yous, and items should be less than 3 years old. And then for the arts and crafts, I think this one will be a kind of a hot seller because people are looking for things that their kids can do during the summertime, especially
mhm.
when it's hot. So think of those kind of activities as you're tagging. But we ask that you don't bring any used or incomplete craft kits. Like don't bring a half-used coloring book or something like that. We don't want any markers in it or like stickers that have already been used and put in it. So make sure it's a new item for those. And then the adult craft supplies and office supplies that would not go in our kids arts and crafts area. And then party and holiday, that is for kids party decor, so not adults. If there are balloons, they have to be in their original packaging because really we're looking for that warning label that they put on balloon packaging.
Mhm.
And we are not as currently doing the Valentine's and Easter and St. Patrick's Day. We'll save that for the other cell. But we do have Independence Day coming up. We will have
Halloween.
yeah, that will be before our next
What else?
cell. So things
Thanksgiving
like
will
that.
be right before or
Mm-hmm.
right after our sale. So if you
Yeah,
wanted
and
to bring
Christmas will be right there.
Thanksgiving and Christmas would be okay as well.
Yeah.
I was going to mention if you have a little one and you just threw that amazing first birthday party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Package that all up as a first birthday like kit, right? Like you've got the stuff that went on the high chair and the number one sign and all of that in one of those big baggies and sell it as a set. Like think of the party stuff like that. I'm going to sell my leftover things that I didn't use or I used once that, didn't even get touched in packs like that. So if you had a Spider-Man birthday or whatever, you can make them into kits so that someone can just pick that up and add what they need to it and have their birthday party. So,
And it's really helpful if you put on the tag like how many plates or how many cups are in.
mhm.
If you like put them in a bag together, that's super helpful for the shopper.
Yes. Okay. We're in the home stretch, guys. Here is our large item tag that we've discussed before. This is what the girls are going to have in the large item area. So these are tags that we want to put in anything that's really big for them to carry around. We don't want them to have to haul that around the sale. So we put that in our hold area. They take the bottom part of the ticket and that's how they check out. And then they come and pick that item up after they've paid for it. So in this item, this is where more of our safety checks come into play because this includes our car seats, our high chairs, things that we're strapping the child into. So anything that a child sits in, you need to make sure that all your straps and your buckles are working and functioning. You need to make sure that all of your items are clean. And again, like with those high chairs, they sell so well. Just take them outside and hose those suckers down, right? Most of them have where you can take the cloth off and throw that in the washer, and then you just let it air dry. I actually have one downstairs that is drying right now. Make sure that your batteries work in those items. And if they plug in, make sure that they still work. Make sure that your pack and plays don't have any holes in their mesh, because we have to pull that for safety reasons. We do have 2 links there. So if you want to fill those out ahead of time, that's for your car seat and for cribs. And that tells you everything you need for those items in the waiver. What else do we tell them about the large items?
Did we mention if you have a crib, you will need to bring it and set it up on site so that our safety recall specialist can double check it.
Yes, she has to make sure that all of the bolts and everything are there, and then they are the original bolts, that you haven't added screws like I did to make mine a toddler's bed. So I didn't get to resell one of my cribs. Okay. Taking a little bit of time. Okay, this is our pick 4. You want to talk about that, Abby?
Sure. So you can see this is just kind of an incentive to help make sure that you bring in these large items, because these are really what people like, the hot items that people are seeking out, because we know they're going to shop clothes, but they are coming for the strollers and the car seats and the high chairs. And so what this is, there's a picture here of all the different items that we accept. You can kind of go through there. There's a lot of outdoor items, new box of diapers, the ride-in wagons only. This does not include umbrella strollers or booster high chairs, or like the clip-on high chairs, or the doorway jumpers and swings and push walkers. But as you can see, there's a lot of items it does include. And so what will happen is that if you're 4 items that are clean and compliant and that they sell, then you will be eligible to get 100% of your sales from those 4 items. But here's the thing, you must let us know at drop-off that you want to do this, because we will have at the large item drop-off table, we'll have a form for you to fill out and for you to show us what 4 items you're bringing that you want to be considered for this pick 4 promo that we're doing. But please let us know then what it is that you want to participate in it.
Awesome.
Oh, in this picture, we need there's one other thing that we are adding is the little, what are those?
The picklers.
The name, the picklers, yeah. That we are including the picklers as well, because those are really hot sellers. So if you have any picklers that your kids have outgrown or just not playing with, bring those as well.
I think I have that on my other one, that I'll have to throw that on this picture. So that is it. How do I go back
There's a little info. Do you want to talk about the if they need to change their appointment for any reason? If something comes up.
So this is just a screenshot of how you can click here where it says click here, and that will take you to the website where you can go back in and change your drop-off appointment if you need to change like the timing. This is also, if you go back into our tickets, like you're going to make another drop-off appointment, that link at the very top will say resend confirmation at the very top of the web page. So that's also another easy place to find it. So you can just get that re-emailed to you. But if you need to change your appointment, you can scroll down just a little bit and there's another link there that takes you there. So if you have that link already handy, you can use that, or you can go here into the drop-off guide. All of this is posted at the top of our Facebook group in the featured section. We have quick links, and so that you can find all of these things easily.
And then the fun part, checking your sales during sale week. And this little graphic looks a little bit different than because our page got a glow up like our tagging site, but it's very similar in functionality. And so as long as our internet is working, we will have live sales. You can go in and select. You can put your percentage. You do not need to put the fee because you've already prepaid the fee.
Mhm.
And then you can see what items are selling. And so
Yeah.
that's really fun. I know our sellers enjoy doing that. It can be a little addictive to sit there and
Yeah.
refresh and see what's
Yeah.
selling.
And we'll definitely keep you guys updated. Being in a new
Mhm.
venue, I know that we'll run into some things that we're like, okay, we didn't know this was going to happen. And we will just communicate that in the Facebook group. But internet's always a finicky thing, right? If it starts bogging down, the first thing we have to turn off is the automatic uploads for you to see your items, which is so hard, right? Because you want to see your stuff selling. And so then as soon as we get home and we get on a stable internet, we upload it, and it's instantly there. It's a matter of us getting home to upload those sales. So it's exciting. Like, it's here, y'all. It is here, and we're excited. Abby and I are talking our ground game of like signs and where things are going. Hopefully y'all are about to see the sale like blasted all over your social media, because all of that is starting. I'm really excited.
Samantha said she's been pulling things out of closets too, like all the things that I'm sure she's been tagging away. So that's really fun.
Nice. Okay, so just running through this real quick. We reviewed walking through drop off, top 3 last minute tips for stress-free drop off. What's that, Abby? Do you know?
Seriously, being organized, I think, helps a lot. Making sure if you have a wagon or something that you can
Mhm,
transport your items to the venue, that helps. It's not a must, but it does help.
mhm.
So you're not waiting if they're taken. And then I just think really
If you can
seeing
leave
it
your
walk,
kids if you can leave
yeah,
your kids at home, I know that's not always an option, but if
especially
you
during
can,
summer.
yeah, it would be different this summer probably. But if you can, like, it does go a lot faster when they're not browsing all the fun things right as they're seeing them.
Or maybe you have a JBF friend that's selling with you and y'all can like trade off like who
Tag
watches whose
team.
kids, you know? That's kind of
Yeah.
fun. There is a playground nearby if you need to bring them and they need to get the wiggles out. So there
Mhm.
is that. And there's some restrooms on site as well. But I think really just seeing it packed up in your car and just knowing it does not have to come back home with you. Like that
Yes,
is such a peace of mind
I agree.
thing that's going to help other families too.
If you have some large items that you are selling and you have smaller cars, you can make more than one trip. Like,
Mhm.
that's not a problem at all. Especially like if your husband needs to bring the crib or something up after he gets off work, just let us
Yeah.
know. No problem at all. Um, just as long as it's during our drop off hours.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
crazy.
think
We'll
that's
be
it.
finished wrapping up drop off next week at this time, pretty much.
Yes.
So it'll be here.
Yes. That'll be so fun. So Abby and I are intending to do a walkthrough video, but it will probably sometime Monday morning, I think. What do you think? Like, of the parking lot, and kind of show people
Yeah.
where we're going. It might be more lunchtime. Um, once we get some signs up so that you guys can see. And so our intentions are high to get that done. But it's very different. We were very I don't know how I want to say, like, we have our vision, right? But being in a new space, we just got to make it happen. And I know we will. Like, we have an amazing team that's going to be there, and it's going to be great. So we're going to get it, and we're going to do it. And I can't wait. I'm ready, right? Bring a water bottle. I will say that. It is
Yeah.
going to be quite warm. So bring a
We
water
have
bottle.
lots of tickets that we still have. If you want to pass them out, just let us know and we'll see how we can get them to you. We'll continue to share on our social
Mm-hmm.
media
Mm-hmm.
and continue to tag. So, and then don't forget, Thursday we will start our Instagram share post. So lots of fun things this week.
Yes, I'm excited. I will say, if you have not joined our social ambassador team, you can still do that. We have 4 posts that are in the Facebook group. All you have to do is share those 4 different posts and show us a picture, and you get to shop at 11 on Wednesday, which is earlier than the consignor shop. So
Mhm.
you're already selling. All we're
Mhm.
asking is for you to share 4 items, and we're going to get you in a little bit early with 2
And then,
friends. So
yeah. And the more we all work together to share, the faster your items will sell. So it's like a
Absolutely.
collaborative thing to be together to do that.
Yes. I'm so excited. So we're excited to see you guys. Look to hear from us on Monday, and we will see most of you on Monday. So,
Yay.
all right. See you soon.
Bye.